Got one vision. Yeah, but we eat on the frame. Two minds, one mission. Elevating the game. Yeah. From the lens to the cut, yeah, we callin' the play. Direct in the flow like we moving ballet. Calvo bring the story, every scene got soul. Yabu E painting light, every shot got gold. Behind the glass or behind the mic, we break it all down, every wrong, every right. This the spot where the real ones speak, where film meets truth every day of the week. We the shot, call us no cap, just facts. From the first frame roll to the final act. If you living for the art, then you already know. Tune in with the squad, let the creativity flow. Yeah, but we eat on the frame. Got one vision. Yeah, but we eat on the frame. Two minds, one mission. Elevating the game. From the lens to the cut, yeah, we callin' the play. Direct in the flow like we moving ballet. Calvo bring the story, every scene got soul. Yabu E painting light, every shot got gold. Behind the glass or behind the mic, we break it all down, every wrong, every right. This the spot where the real ones speak, where film meets truth every day of the week. We the shot, call us no cap, just facts. From the first frame roll to the final act. If you living for the art, then you already know. Tune in with the squad, let the creativity flow. From the lens to the cut, yeah, we callin' the play. Direct in the flow like we moving ballet. Calvo bring the story, every scene got soul. Yabu E painting light, every shot got gold. Behind the glass or behind the mic, we break it all down, every wrong, every right. This the spot where the real ones speak, where film meets truth every day of the week. We the shot, call us no cap, just facts. From the first frame roll to the final act. If you living for the art, then you already know. Tune in with the squad, let the creativity flow. Frame. Yeah, two minds, one mission.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back again, more energized and refreshed than last week for a new episode of the Shot Callers Podcast. And I'm not by myself this time, y'all. I got my guy with me.
Yo, it's your buoy. What's going on, you guys? Ding, 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 ding. There we go.
All right. Hey, we switching it up over here, so I'm learning the controls, y'all. We are excited to be back again. It is a new week. Man, it's just a blessing to be here. How you feel, your boy?
I'm feeling great, bro. Getting projects done, finishing up some things. Shout out to, and rest in peace, my boy, Big Led, Ken Ledbetter.
Yes.
Shout out to you, bro. Man, you're such a great dude, man. You're such a good dude.
I know.
So nice. Always showed love. Always so humble, talented, music, actor.
No, phenomenal.
Phenomenal actor. Even a better father and husband. Just a great family man altogether. So shout out to my boy, Ken Ledbetter, a.k.a. Big Led. Love you, bro.
I know.
And condolences to your family and your daughter, man. Yes. We're always showing love when I was around, so appreciate y'all and prayers to y'all.
I second all of that because we don't know, you know. But yes. All right, so I feel like we just need to take a little moment of silence real quick.
Yep.
All right. Blessings, love, peace, and condolences to Ken's family, friends, and loved ones. You know, one thing I will say about him, he was very, as you mentioned him as an actor, he was very versatile as an actor.
Oh yeah, he could go from being a serious cop and sacred, and just being a hole, and then being such a funny guy in the films that he did with Maverick.
Yeah, with the
Bubba and Cletus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so but like when we started doing music videos, or when like that's when I started like implementing like movie like scenes, and you know, not just rapping in front of a car and everything. We started implementing like lots of just storylines within the scenes, because the music they were putting out was like more heartfelt, more pain driven. So we put a lot of different scenes. So I posted some stuff on my Facebook. You guys go ahead and check it out. Some of the videos that we did from back in the day, about 9-10 years ago. So check it out.
Yeah, y'all be sure to check that out. Outside of that, your boy, how's your week been?
It's been good, man. Just trying to catch up, bro. You know, always that catch up with trying to get all these projects done. You know, I don't have 172 kids to watch every day, but I have one.
Woo!
I have one 3-year-old and a 18-year-old that gave me a run for my money, but not 172. So that's all.
Never a dull moment, you all. Never a dull moment. I think I mentioned here before that I am now currently working with the Scambia County. I'm working with the school district, and so yeah, I am enjoying it though. I have some very talented and brilliant minds that I am working with within the classroom, and so we are still kind of scratching the surface of my class. And so I'm excited for what's to come for sure. And I'm even more excited, you know, to come here outside of school and talk about the things that we love, which is, you know, all things film and cinema. So we again thank y'all for tuning in with us and just coming out each week, every Thursday, hanging out with us here at the Shot Callers Podcast. Outside of that, I got some exciting things coming up, you know. Been working on a film being shot down here, short film called Wired for Sound. It is a very, I don't want to say trippy, but it is definitely a psychedelic, trippy type film. And it's been kind of fun to work and shoot on that. Also, you know, still working on my own project, Sweet Dreams. We are still, you know, finalizing some things there. Of course, with me stepping into the school system, I had to pivot a little things, but Everything is going so well with it still. Y'all be sure to follow the page and tune in for what's to come with that because I got some exciting announcements coming soon. Also, hey, you know this my type of year, my time of year, you boo. October rolling around, my spooky season coming up,
Oh
you know.
yeah, Halloween! Shout out to Halloween.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that thing about me. That's what it is
That's
right
more,
there.
we going more
That's
that
what
way.
it is right there.
But no, so I'm excited about that. Y'all be sure if you want to see and check out some hunting short films, such shameless plug. Go on over to Four Studios and check out some of the work that I've been putting out, including The Proof, most recently The Peppermint Lady, and some more. So yeah, y'all be sure to check that out.
That's what's up. Hey, also shout out to Jermaine J. Williams and myself. We're working on a short film as well called Colored Cavalry. You could kind of consider it maybe a thriller horror type deal
Okay.
with a little mix of revolution. I don't know. I don't want to just give it. I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but it's gonna come out dope. We should be shooting very, very soon, and there's gonna be a lot of surprise people you wouldn't even think that would get in front of the camera. So that's what's up.
Again, I always mention it. You know, shout out to Jermaine and everybody out here who is making the film, man, because it is hard.
Just to make even a short film is tough, man.
It
You just
is.
showed me the budget. Oh my gosh! I'm gonna have to throw out some special or something to help pay for this this budget because it's a little bit tough. You know, just any small thing, man. Just feeding them every day.
Yeah, that's what people don't
Just
think.
yeah.
It's like, so of course, I've been trying to work on budgets and raise funds for this. And I'm just like, when you think about budgets, right? The money that you bring in for film is really just used to pay people to make the film. Like,
Yeah. And if you can break even, that's great.
right.
That's so great. If you can just break even. That doesn't include the time, like, you know,
For sure.
that you're putting in. Because if you were to put in the budget for like the actually editing and the production, then yeah, you're always in negative. But just to break even on the financial costs of getting those other people in, that's always the goal.
So when you said that, it just made, I don't know. I went and saw him tonight.
Okay.
And all I hear in my head is Marlon, the sacrifice. And that's and it is. It's like, I mean, of course the movie is talking about like sports and stuff, but it can be really tailored towards indie industry and like really with filmmaking too. It is a lot of just like sacrifices you just have to make to just make stuff happen. And it really comes down to what you love, you know. We talk about it here and on the podcast, like, what are you willing to sacrifice to get what you want or to make what you want, right? And that sometimes includes money, that includes time with family.
Especially if a family, that's
Yeah.
the first sacrifice is sacrificing family. My wife is always on me because I'm always, if I was just an actor, I just show up and then I'm done. But normally I'm like the cinematographer, so I'm there for the whole beginning to the end of the day of shooting, and then a whole other month or whatever how long it takes to edit it.
I know, and that's when the real time is like editing is just a whole nother ballpark. But like literally, I feel like we said, really sacrificing time, money, livelihood. It's just so much that goes into it, but it's all for, no pun intended, like a bigger picture. Maybe pun intended. Because what you put into it, and it always shows what you put into it is what you get out. You know, if you don't put that much effort into it, it's gonna show that you didn't put that much effort into it. But if you give a project the love and care that it deserves, it's going to speak volumes, you know.
And that's always my main goals. And there's always a lot of times you put like that extra effort. like only a few people can notice. Not the normal person's gonna notice that extra that you did. Maybe you just added a little sound here for like a like in a southern village, there was a swinging lamp in there, and then Elrico's like, oh, let's just add a little tick 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 tick. I'm sure no one noticed it, but maybe subliminally
But
they'll
those-
notice it. But you know, just those little extra things.
It is. But those are the things that make it. Just like it is, because I know, like even with stuff that I do, like I add little bitty stuff that, like you said, the average person may not pick up on, but like it enhances the overall experience of the
Yeah.
scene or the film and stuff. And if you don't, like, say you don't add it in, or if you had it in there, you take it out, like it would be noticeable. You know?
Yeah, then it feels amateurish. But then like people like us, I'm not saying I'm like super professional or just like that dude, but I can notice when you make those little things like, oh, what lens did you use there, or how did you rack focus from here to there? Like I'll notice those little things that you did that makes a story what it should be, you know, to execute your vision, you know. So
Shout out to Jermaine in the chat.
yes.
We couldn't. He said,
I'm moving that other thing over here.
you need a remote.
I know. I normally I reach, but the way the cameras are arranged, I'll knock everything down. So, but yeah, shout out to Jermaine J. Williams, man, great writer. You guys just don't know. I've read like so many of his scripts, but this one we're doing the short of. He revamped a bigger feature film to do this, so it could be within our budget, and so we could just do something. And it's a great concept and idea, and it's definitely a passion project. And we've been working on it. We had some great people like this lady named Rachel who's sourcing like different uniforms for us and locations.
Oh, that's
Man,
great.
when you have those type of people that can just like, you just say, hey, we want to try and do this. The next day she finds like that location, or she'll find like the uniforms that we need, you know. So
That's the type of people you need. Like,
and they just go get it, bro, without
Yeah.
even like you don't even asking them, because we were just thinking it, and then boom. Oh yeah, look at these. I'm like, what?
no, I feel you. That's awesome. Like you need people like that on your team that just like know the vision, and even if they don't fully know the vision, they support the vision, and like can apply whatever resources and talents they have to like make it happen.
Exactly. And they're not asking for nothing. They just want the project to be dope.
Yeah.
That's all, you know. That's all we want in the end. Is just for it to be dope, and for us to love it, and then hopefully others can love what we love. You know. So
Which makes me think, is there a project that I don't love? I feel like it's some stuff I've done that I don't love.
but the ones that you put all your heart into, I know you love them. No.
I do. I feel like it's funny. People ask me, like, what is your favorite project, right? And I'm sure people ask you the same thing, like, what's the favorite project you worked on? But I don't necessarily have a favorite thing I've worked on, because I feel like every project is like a different experience, right? Like,
Exactly.
And
You learn so much from each project, and it just elevates your level of creativity, so you can take it to the next project. So.
yeah. And I think like like how people, maybe like musicians, look at like music albums, right? Like you put a different part of yourself, or like you pull from something different, like when you make different projects, you know? And then sometimes it just depends on like where you are in life. Like I might be dealing with something, you know, here, and this might be something, you know, where I am just like as a human being in comparison to like whatever project I'm working on, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I guess like earlier in my life when I was shooting music videos, like, oh man, I can't wait till I get to Zone 6 in Atlanta, or I can't wait till I go to the Calio projects in New Orleans. And I did go to those places, and it was great, but man, me now, I'd be like, hell no. Like, the way my hips working, there's no way I can jump a fence anymore and climb up some projects where the stairs might fall down. I ain't doing that no more. So
The thrill.
yeah, not anymore. I don't do that no more anymore. So Unless we do like a movie that requires it, then have to figure it out. But
So, thinking of like movies, right, and thinking of stuff you've done, uh, or just movies in general, right? So, when you watch stuff with movies, do you like? What is one thing that like? What makes a movie for you? Like, when you watch a movie, is it the story? Is it like the symbolism? Is it like the music, the score, the cinematography? Like, if it had to be like, a perfect movie has all of them, right?
and a good balance of them.
Yeah, and a good balance of them.
balance.
But if you had to only pick one thing to stand out in a movie, what would it be?
Probably the story, because everything else can just be garbage. But if have a storyline, then you're gonna be interested, because you see all these content creators just creating with iPhones, but they create good stories, but the sound's messed up, or sound second, but the lighting is garbage. Like, it's just unfocused, unsteady, but it has a good story.
No, I agree.
So,
I agree wholeheartedly.
like, go ahead, bro.
No, I'm just no. You keep talking. I'm
Just the
with you.
story. If you don't have a great story, and someone that writes a great script, then it's just gonna fall apart. Then you're gonna have to make it look good. You're gonna have to add certain things so it can grab the viewer. But if you can just rely on the story, like a great story, film the story, execute the story, and then you get that good sound, then you can start to light it well, and then you get the good acting. Yeah, then you're gonna make something dope. But that story gotta be dope off the bat. Otherwise, it's just gonna be
right. That's what So this is my problem with the movies that I've recently seen, right? And not all of them, but some of them. I feel like the movies have been good, but the story has been like not there. Like, it could just be better. Like, I feel like filmmakers recently have been like focusing in more on, like you said, other aspects outside of the actual story itself, right? Prime example, I saw him today.
okay.
I I liked the movie. It was my first time going to the movies in a while. I say a while, but it's been like a month or so, right? So y'all, if you've been following along with the podcast, you know I love going to the actual movie theater. I love a good just cinematic experience, right? However, the movie was good. I enjoyed it. Marlon did some good acting. Waters did some good acting. But the story overall was just, yeah. No spoilers. It just flatlined for me. Like, it got to the inciting incident, and then it just like it stayed. It didn't like, it was no climax, no nothing. It just kind of like floated through, right? But outside of that, the cinematography was well. Like, the music score, y'all know I'm good. I'm big on the score. The musical score was, and the symbolism that was like portrayed within the film was really good too. My thoughts were, I feel like they focused too much on the symbolism of what they were trying to portray in the story, and not enough on the story. So, like, if it would have had a bigger story and more like, if the story would have been more fleshed out, the film would have been like A1 for me. And not to say again that it's a bad movie. I encourage everybody to go check it out for themselves. But I just felt like the movie focused more in on the symbolism of the story and not the story itself. But the symbolism that is there is like powerful symbolism, very dynamic, but it does not give enough to fulfill what the story was actually missing.
Exactly. Shout out to your boy Gene.
Oh, what's up, Gene? No, he gets a crickets.
Great actor.
Shout out to Gene. Gene, I have some exciting announcements to make about Gene coming up soon too. So shout out to him. Thanks for tuning in. But still, Yeah, the movie just didn't do it for me. I mean, it was good. I would watch it again.
Oh,
And
really?
it
In the theater?
yeah, I would watch it again
Oh,
in the
so
theater.
visually it was captivating.
Visually, it was captivating. Story wise, it was just like
That's what I keep hearing. Maybe Jordan Peele. I know he's just a producer on the movie. Maybe he was just
so. So you can see the Jordan Peele touches on it,
Yeah.
right? Of course, we all kind of picked up that from the trailer. So Jordan Peele, all right. So tonight we're talking about story symbolism, right? Jordan Peele is a guy who builds off of symbolism. We've seen it from everything from Get Out. You know, Get Out was hella symbolism, different stuff, and that.
even on Key and Peele.
Yeah, Key
Yeah,
and Peele
lots
too.
of symbolism. Even though it was
It's
a comedy sketch,
but yeah, I mean,
but he's still yeah.
he still made his point across with little stuff like that. Also, uh, us had a lot of like all his projects, and especially Nope. That shit just went over your head if you wouldn't
Yeah.
watch. I had to watch it like 4 times to try to figure out what was going on. Pun intended with the cloud, over your head.
Yeah.
I'm just full of them tonight. I almost gave my one the wrong one. But no, and I just feel like it's good to have that when you have a good balance between it. I just feel like sometimes and this is an artist thing, like some directors can just get too deep with trying to indirectly spotlight a topic that they lose the focus on the story.
You know what? They probably had a great excuse me. They probably had a great storyline, but then they showed it to the NFL. And the NFL's like, nope. And then they took it out.
Oh no, they went in on the NFL.
Oh, they
in the
did?
movie. They did. The symbolism is like in your face symbolism. So like, it was like from a sports standpoint, it is really like that part. Like I said, it was good. And it's very direct. So like, it leaves no question as to like how basically you're attacking. No spoilers, but like you're attacking the demons that come along with
Yeah.
the game. But yeah, I just feel like sometimes like I would love I'm trying to think of a movie that did really so us had symbolism, but I feel like it did it really well.
Yeah, they had a good storyline on it. I'm just trying to figure out how it was so visually captivating, showed lots of symbolism, had all those touches of Jordan Peele, but then the storyline wasn't. And that's what I heard from a lot of people that critique the movie. I just need to watch it myself, because
watch it yourself because like I said, so no spoilers, right? And I'm not actually gonna talk about the movie, but it's like for an analogy or metaphor.
And one more thing, the acting was great, right?
It was great.
Okay.
It was not the best acting I've seen all year.
Okay.
The best acting I've seen all year still goes.
From what's his name?
Still goes to Jonathan Major in Magazine's Dreams. He's overshadowed. He's the most underrated, and I'm not, what you call it, glazing.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that, but for real, his performance was the best performance I've seen all year.
Okay.
Which is not getting talked about enough, and I feel some type of way about it a little bit. But still, Marlon did a great job acting. I first saw him, recently.
So it wasn't 10, it was 6, 7.
Yes. I really just realized and learned about what that meant yesterday.
I had to go on YouTube and figure it out a while ago.
But all of my kids keep writing it all over the place. I'm like, what does this mean? And I didn't even figure out what it meant from them. I figured out what it meant from somebody else, after hours. I was just like, okay, I gotta go try to find the TikTok video though.
Yeah, there's a million TikToks. It just originated from from the song first.
What song?
Do 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 do. That's where started. It's he says 67th Street or something like that. Started from that, and then someone did TK from TikTok started using it. Then they started playing that song behind it because it had 6'7" in it. And then some sportscaster talks about LaMelo Ball being 6'7".
I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, and then now just the kids just gravitated toward it. So it's like when you go 1738.
Yeah, 17.
Yeah, so just for no reason. So
I still say
same
that.
thing.
I still.
Same thing.
Oh yeah. All right, so I got a couple notes here real quick because I'll be bringing the notes, y'all. So story first, right? The purpose of focusing on the story is like when you focus in on the story, it really brings the audience into the story, right? Like it's more clarity. The audience, if the audience doesn't understand what's happening, like they will because the story is there. You don't have to like try to figure out or guess what's going on. It's just kind of like in your face, right? So it's straightforward visual storytelling showing emotion, action, and the plot simply and directly, right? So, which is cool. Like I like a good story and I like to be able to understand what's going on, even if the story has, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the story can't have like plots and twists and turns. Like that makes it even more exciting. But sometimes, like, if it's not there, it's like building a sandwich with no meat. You just got 2 pieces of bread. You gotta put a little something in the middle to like build up, to thicken the plot.
Yeah, exactly. But once you get that firm base of meat, then you can add your little lettuce, tomato,
Yeah.
whatever you like. But that symbolism, that little, the chef's kiss stuff on some mayo. Some people don't like mayo, but I love mayo on my sandwiches. Maybe toast the bread a little bit, add a little sprinkle of cheese, a little provolone.
You building the sandwich,
Then,
right?
Yeah, you already got your story. Now you start to add that symbolism and the great lighting and the acting and just everything else you were talking about with regards to symbolism.
Like symbolism for me, like I feel like the story, like you want the story there, right? But symbolism enhances the meaning without confusion. Like it just gives you more. It might give you more to focus on and kind of like a deeper look into the picture,
Exactly. And sometimes the symbolism like makes it more it just makes you think. It doesn't give you like one direction. It makes you think in a different way.
Yeah, like
So
which can really, with a good story, captivate the audience more because it's like, all right, oh shoot, like it adds like a little ambiguity to it, to where it kind of piques your interest. And it's like, oh shoot, like they was talking about Jesus and they're laying on the floor shaped like a cross or whatever it might be.
yeah, exactly. But just adds more to what it is, or can make a character that you might think is evil, maybe has a human side to that person. So all those symbolism could just give you a little bit more to that character.
It can also, I love when symbolism also foreshadows
Yes.
stories. Like when at the beginning, it might be something subtle where they use like a symbolism of something in the scene, but it really like foreshadows the story or it foreshadows the character's arc. Like, if sometimes in movies we meet villains before they before they become villains.
Sorry. My phone. I just can't reach my phone. Someone's calling me. I can't reach my phone. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you're good. But no, we see a lot of times where like they'll use symbolism to, like I said, foreshadow like something that's gonna happen with the character or in the story, or also like a character arc. Like sometimes we meet villains or antagonists before they have their like character arc to like turn bad, but things are kind of like structured to foreshadow what's to come.
Exactly.
So some other things I think I put down. But sometimes like when there's too much symbolism, it can hurt if it's just for the aesthetic and takes focus away from the character. So like that's kind of how I feel about him. But it was like a visually pleasing movie because it was like definitely done for the aesthetics, like the symbolism of like everything that was going on. Also the cinematography, how they shot it. I felt the same way. However, it was just too much. It was great. It was great, but it was just like that's what the film was made for. Which if that was the intent for the film, that's great. However, yeah. I will say this though, and then we're gonna move on. I do think that the script was I haven't seen the script or read the script, but I do think the script is probably a good script.
Who's the director?
A guy named Justin Tipping. I don't know what else he's done, but I do think that the script is probably a good script because even like watching, I'm like, oh, this would probably be a good read. But it just didn't make for a good movie.
I wish the story was better because I really want Marlon Wayans to get his flowers because he's such a good actor. He's so diverse. And
do you watch? I mean, cut you off.
Oh, go ahead.
Do you watch Bel Air?
Yep. I mean, I have. He was in that as well. He was like the uncle, right? But I've only watched like the first season. I stopped watching after. I didn't want to pay Peacock anymore. So
yeah, he played Will Daddy on the show, and he has a very like dramatic layer to that too, and it's good too. And so, I like seeing comedic actors take serious roles sometimes.
Yeah, I think they have the most range. Look at Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Great actor. Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good actor. I mean, all of them.
Yeah, it's just something about like
Chris Tucker before he went to Africa. Great actor.
What serious role did he do?
He didn't do any, but I wish he could have been. He was in the Tarantino movie where he got shot. Or Dead Presidents.
Oh,
he was a heroin addict. Got kicked and killed himself.
I forgot about that.
But before he went to Africa, I think he could have just took it to the next level. But then Rush Hour blew up, and then he probably got
I actually
pigeonholed.
Like Kevin Hart more as a serious actor.
Oh yes, that movie with Wesley Snipes.
The True Story joint on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.
I was like, oh man. He said he would do those every like 5 years or so. I haven't seen any other serious movies.
And then the one
with the what's the name from Breaking Bad? He was watching he was a paraplegic.
Yeah, Bryan Cranston. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
That's the one I was thinking about. Yeah. Yeah, I like to just see comedians.
Eddie Murphy?
Oh yeah, for sure.
The only one that really hasn't done it is Chris Rock. He hasn't really been in one of those serious like where it's been good.
I feel like I have seen one with let me look it up. So I know Eddie Murphy did this movie. It came out probably like 10 years ago now. That was a serious role. It was kind of like low key, but it's called Mr. Church.
Oh yeah, I
that one was really good.
And even Adam Sandler, he had a whole bunch of whatever movies. But they did that one movie with the diamonds.
Oh yeah, Uncut Gems.
Yep,
that's like a classic now. I'm looking up Chris Rock because I don't remember what movie he was in. That was my favorite Chris Rock movie of all time. So it's always gonna be Head of State. That movie just cracks me up every single time I watch it.
What movie?
Head of State. When he ran for the president.
Yeah, that was cool.
Here's a story about, and then they had Nate Dogg like narrating it. Oh, it was so good. Security, also Pootie Tang.
I gotta watch it. I think I wasn't in the right mind frame when that came out.
Yeah, Chris Rock really don't have no serious roles. That Saw movie, but I ain't seen that. All right. Yeah, I give up. But still, I think that's pretty cool. To the basis though, I feel like when you make a perfect movie, you have to look at it like we said, building a sandwich. Start with the meat, which is the story, right? Because the story can be good even if it has no bread on it. It's just like a good substance, and just after that, add every little other detail you need to build it out. But the thing is also, which I'm glad we used the sandwich as an analogy because this is good. Because if you put too much on the sandwich, it's not that good.
Yeah, you put too much meals, it's too wet.
Or if you just
Yeah, like you said, you can't put too much meat. You can put a lot of meat,
but if you put like, if you start triple double deckering it, it's just a lot to ingest. So you want it to be like palatable,
yeah, I understand.
for the audience to digest. I think there's ways to do it. Again, a lot of that kind of just comes with just doing it, like we always say. But I think everything should equally, for the most part, get the same attention. Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, with that said, I'm gonna take my own advice and I'm gonna go make a movie.
Go do it.
I'm finna go do it right now.
Okay.
No, I'm just talking. All right, but no, y'all. That's all I got. You got anything else you want to add in?
No, I need to go watch him. Oh, need to go watch. If you like Ozark, you haven't seen Ozark yet, right?
No.
You're gonna
I watched the first season.
Okay, you're gonna like Blackbirds. That's another Jason Bateman movie. It's a limited series. It's like 8 episodes. It's really good.
That's what you've been watching lately.
I finished it.
So I text it to me because what I've been watching, y'all. I've been watching this.
It's like I'm sorry to interrupt. Have you seen Your Honor?
About the judge on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I think I started it, but I didn't finish it.
Okay, it's like that. It's kind of like that vibe. It's that good. So,
What's it on?
I believe Netflix. Blackbirds.
Blackbirds. I'm gonna check that out. On Netflix, I've been watching Beauty and Black, which is the outrageous Tyler Perry show everybody been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You might have seen some of the clips.
I've seen a couple episodes, but I haven't dove into it. But yeah, Blackbirds is really good with Jason Bateman. So
I gotta check that out.
I like everything he does. He's kind of sarcastic, just like in Horrible Bosses 1 and 2, Ozark. It was like Community. That one show.
Was he in Community?
No, not Community. That was Donald Glover. It's the other thing that's like that with Jason Bates, man.
Yeah, I don't.
I just like his sarcasm.
I do too.
Arrested Development.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Black Rabbit. That's really good.
Black Rabbit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. If y'all seen it, y'all like it, and check it out in the comments. We'll talk about it next week too. All right. But with that being said, you all, we are going to move into our final thoughts. All right, so my final thoughts for today. In filmmaking, Story is the body, and symbolism is the soul. Ooh, this is good. Without story, the audience can't follow you. And without symbolism, they might not just feel you. The magic is in the balance. Anchor your visuals in story, but let symbolism lift them up into something unforgettable.
Claps. Snaps. Hold on, still writing mine. That's for the other podcast.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
we working on our sound effects, y'all. I'm just out over here having a good
Because
time.
you're in charge of it today. All right, stories come alive when symbols are woven into their fabric, turning simple images into timeless meaning. In movies, symbolism is a hidden language that whispers to our hearts long after the credits roll. And also, once again, condolences to my man, Ken Ledbetter, a.k.a. Big Led. Love you, bro. Love your family. Prayers. That's it.
All right, y'all. And so with that said, we thank y'all for tuning in with us tonight for the Shot Callers podcast. Also, if you will, please be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms because we're about to do a re-up and rebrand. So follow us on Facebook and Instagram under the Shot Callers podcast. Also, be sure to follow us and take us with us on the go by listening to us through Spotify and Apple Podcasts, where you can play back, and also you can follow us and rewatch us live and replays on YouTube under Yabui Media, on the Shot Callers Podcast playlist. So if you want to go back, dive into some of the previous topics that we've talked about, and just get caught up with us, be sure to do that. Also, like, comment, and share this video if you're watching with us live. We have so much more to offer and so much more coming forward. So y'all be sure to tune in next Thursday with us here at the Shot Callers Podcast. I'm your boy Calvo, and I'm here with my boy
Yabui.
Your boy, they waiting on who next.
And we are taking donations for his film, Sweet Dreams, and also my film as well with Jermaine J. Williams, Color Cavalry. So if you want to DM us and donate some money towards those projects, please help us.
It's hard out here for a filmmaker.
Hard out here for a
Filmmaker. When you trying to make this film for the rent.
I'm an AI and remake that song with those lyrics.
Let's do it.
For next week.
All right, y'all tune in. We'll see y'all.
Peace.